Montage.
Okay,
Oh.
hi.
I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. Today was move day, right?
No.
Yeah, it was unload move day.
Unload move day. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't actual move day. Oh boy, that was an adventure.
We have had a whirlwind and just, what's the word for the last 3 days?
Whirlwind adventure? A walk of faith?
Yeah, it's definitely stretched our faith a lot.
Yep.
We had some big issues that came up, including that the movers
They showed up with a 26-foot moving
showed
truck.
up with a tiny little moving van.
No, Frito. He's trying to...
Okay. Anyways, they showed up with the too small of a moving truck.
to move a 4,300 square foot house.
Yeah, and so instantly it was bad.
Already challenging.
Already going downhill. But Anthony had his 20-foot trailer there, thankfully. So, we said just load everything that you can fit because we got to start moving. So we did.
We did. We loaded all the appliances on the...
They did not get everything loaded.
Nope.
There's still stuff back at the house even on Sunday now that we got to go get tomorrow.
One more load.
The couch and the desk upstairs in your office.
I don't know how we're going to couch downstairs.
I'm going to call in some
Kevin and
support.
Yeah, and Jimbo or whoever.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was just the beginning. I mean, it went downhill from there. It was...
Yeah, they took off without even saying anything. They just left. They loaded the truck up. We were having back and forth. They were nice enough guys, but they just did not come prepared. The boss did not evaluate the move.
I sent him pictures of everything we were moving, and he didn't send a big enough truck.
Yeah,
so
they should have sent 2 trucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Regardless,
what happened there,
Yeah.
but so me and Lisa and the kids took our 2 cars, and we each made 2 trips out here in the meantime, and it was raining.
But it was a blessing that actually that happened, because had they had 2 trucks and they showed up, we would have had no place to put that
Yeah,
stuff.
because the roof wasn't done yet.
Yeah, the roof was
on
not
the
done yet
shop.
because it kept raining.
So let's see if we can...
Yeah, now the roof's on. Yay, the
pan
roof's
over
on.
there. You can see kind of in the background there. The roof is on now.
Thank God for that.
Okay, so it was raining.
Raining
so
hard.
as the movers ended up driving here and they pulled up in our gravel road, they got nervous about getting stuck.
Yep.
So they took off.
They
They
bailed.
said, "We're not doing this," and
So
they
we'll
left.
come back Sunday, I think, they said, didn't they?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, so that was Friday,
Yeah.
and then Saturday. What happened Saturday?
I don't remember. Is that today? No, today's Sunday.
Okay, hang on. We were here on Saturday. Well, stuff started going downhill too. Today's Sunday, so it was yesterday. So, I know. My brother had the U-Haul that he, thank God, went and grabbed for us so that we
Yes.
could start packing up some of the
That's
other overflow stuff. And the U-Haul had to be back in 24 hours. So, we left the U-Haul there in Saxe, and we were going to have him drive it back out today, or me go meet him in Saxe yesterday morning. Oh my gosh, it's all blurring together already.
No, it was yesterday we got it.
Yeah, yesterday.
I drove down, and with, what's her name's car? Lisa's car. Because she brought it, because they came, and...
Yeah, they were helping.
They helped
a lot.
Right. So
and then while we were loading up the U-Haul, we also got to give a shout out to Kevin, the brother-in-law, the BIL, Kevin.
Yeah, because he helped load it.
Between him and Jim and Lisa, it wouldn't have gotten done because by then Anthony had left with the movers.
That's right.
So I remember now. So I was supposed to meet my brother Saturday morning, and so I took the U-Haul key since I was going to be driving back out there in Lisa's car to give it back to her because it was pouring down rain Friday night.
Yep.
And we changed our minds at the last minute that Anthony was going to go ahead and go to Saxe
I was gonna drop
and
the
meet
thing off.
Jim
That's right.
and drive back with the U-Haul.
That's right.
And he got all the way out there and called me and said, "Where's the U-Haul key?"
And she forgot to give it to me. So we had to drive. We met halfway.
Yep. 45-minute drive back and forth.
That's right. 45 minutes each way.
Each way. Yep.
So that I drove an hour and a half to get there, then another 45 and 45, then another hour and a half just to get here.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Jim did that. Jim wanted to drive the U-Haul. So he drove the U-Haul.
Okay, so then that was disastrous, but it was okay.
It was all right.
We made it work.
got the U-Haul
then
here.
we got the U-Haul here.
We got up the road, no problem.
Got up the road, and we were
Backed it up.
kind of sitting here hanging out, just catching our breath from the day. And the boys were riding around on the 4K, which is the four-wheeler side by side. And while the adults were sitting here having a beverage, we heard a crash.
A massive crash.
And turns out that one of the boys, I don't need to say who, accidentally ran into a tree limb and shattered the front glass windshield.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And it's really, really hard to find a glass window for a 2004 Kubota.
Yeah, it's an older version.
So we're still trying.
So I'm still looking for that. But anyway, then
for me,
Anthony he was upset.
I was frustrated. I needed to cool off. I needed to kind of just walk away and listen to praise music. So I jumped in my tractor, I put on the praise music, and I just drove right on our property.
Yep.
And I got over to the far front right of our property as I'm driving, and the front left wheel drops down in a water sinkhole. Do we have a video of that?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So I was stuck, like really stuck, and I thought, oh no. So what I should have done is just let it sit and dealt with it later. But I thought, I can get this out with the Reach forklift. So I went and got the Reach forklift, which is super heavy, and I got it stuck bad. And so now I have two vehicles stuck in that area. And so
the Reach we're renting so that the guys can put on the roof, by the way.
That's right.
In the shop so that when we unpack the U-Haul and put all our stuff in there,
it's covered.
It's covered.
So now I've got both my tractor and that stuck, and they're supposed to show up tomorrow, and I'm not panicking, but I'm very, very concerned because we got to get that out because we have to get the roof on because it's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
The rain
or the day after tomorrow.
Between weather and just incidents.
It's been bad. So thank God for Guillermo and his crew.
Yes.
They work, man. They stack boards and they use the Reach forklift to kind of push it and drive it back and push it. I mean, it was like sinking. They'd push it and drive it back and it would sink, push it, drive it back. They got it all the way out. They got to the road. They got the roof on, thank God. So that was done. My tractor's still stuck. I could not get it out. We tried getting my tractor out with the Reach forklift. It would not pull it out.
Still sitting there. It's still stuck.
So that's another
one.
adventure. But then we hurriedly emptied. But man, God, we were like that night. We were just sad, and I was beside myself. I was praying. My feelings were just hurt and wrought with what are we going to do? Because it's been just issue after issue after issue. And so I'm just like, okay, God, I trust you. I don't understand what's happening. It's terrible. So it's now 4:45, and today God helped us get the Reach out, helped us get the ceiling on.
Aww. Well, and the other thing that happened that we haven't said is that the moving company started acting ugly about not bringing our stuff out here. He was like, we were going to have to sign a whole new contract, and
they charge us $500 per day for storing it overnight.
That since
it was dark.
They had our stuff in their truck for 2 nights or 1 night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, 2 nights is $500 extra. And by the way, they scratched the floors in the house. They messed up. They couldn't even fit half, maybe not half, but they couldn't fit at least a third of our stuff.
But they said they could
brought. Yeah. And what else did they mess up?
Well, the top of your washer is now pink because.
Oh, it is.
So
Yeah, well, but that was just bad circumstances because it was all wrapped in
plastic.
That cellophane, and then sitting out here in the weather. Well, it's pouring down rain on it. So that was happening to all of our major appliances that were in his trailer that they couldn't fit in their truck.
Right. But anyway, so yes, it was. And the guy was writing, and he was being real ugly. Like, you're gonna have to pay $500 per night. You have to pay this. You have to pay that.
Yeah, or we're gonna send it to a storage shed.
Yeah,
and you have to pay them to get it out. And he just kept. I'm like, what? I said, what time are they coming? It's safe to get up here because he was saying they're not. they don't feel comfortable bringing it up there because of your road. And I said, our road is fine. The 26-foot U-Haul got up here. So come on. Anyway.
So thank God they came, and Tim and Robert and I think his name was Devin. They were pretty cool. They got it all unloaded.
Yeah.
And they only charged us for the 2 hours of labor that we were supposed to, even though
Right.
the other guy had sent her an invoice for
more
than that. So he's like, hey man, it's no problem. Just 2 hours today. We're good. No trip fees, no storage fee, nothing. You're good.
Yeah.
And so we got it all unloaded.
So the mover guys themselves were great. They were super nice and very apologetic for what happened.
They worked hard.
But I would say Elite Moving Company in Tyler, total thumbs down.
Total thumbs down.
There we go, Elite.
It wasn't elite at all.
No.
It was like the opposite of elite.
The opposite of elite. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so the good news is by the next day, God had redeemed so many things. You know, I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you've heard the expression, "God is never late, but He's never early." He was right on time. Like we got the reach forklift out, roof got installed. Jill and I and the boys, and Jim there at the end unloaded everything from the U-Haul as the other guys were pulling up. So it was just. And they came and helped us move a few boxes, and we moved the U-Haul out of the way. They backed their truck in. They unloaded all that.
Yeah.
They pulled it away. I backed my truck into the truck with the trailer into the back, and they unloaded all the appliances and got that taken care of. And yeah, it was good. It was the opposite of this past few days. It was a fantastic day.
Finally, much better. And we still do have one more load to go get at our old house, but thank God for the new owners that are wonderful people, and neighbors actually. I won't call out their name in case they don't want me to, but they have been so sweet about giving us grace to work through all this.
Yeah, it worked out for them too, because they're not moving until later in the week anyway. I think
but they wanted to get started painting. And,
but they can.
Yeah,
because we moved everything that we have in the shop, which is a separate building.
Yeah.
And they have full access to the house, and we had it professionally cleaned for them, and he went and checked it out. He's like, man, this looks great. So they're obviously really happy with.
That's good, because it didn't look great when we left.
Oh, it was bad. We moved the refrigerators and the washers and dryers and all that. The stuff was underneath there.
Oh, it's like monsters of dust.
Yeah, moving beds that never get, you never move your bed. Well, we don't. To vacuum underneath it. I'm sure some people do.
It's too heavy. You couldn't.
It's one of those Tempur-Pedic with the motorized base, so it's an act of Congress to move something like that. But anyway, yes, we got all that stuff moved out and cleaned out, and Lisa swept out our garage really nice.
Yeah, that's right. She did a great job on that. Steve was great, moral support, and helped.
He was great. Helped me
with
tremendously.
A lot of different things. Running
got
errands.
Some tarps for me to.
Yep.
Got to get some, because we were thinking, man, if we can't get this done, we're screwed.
Yeah, we were really panicking. Oh, and in the meantime, we're trying to find storage units out here. There's just a few. We've got one 10x10 with some stuff in it,
which we can actually go empty now.
Yes, we can go empty it now and cancel that. But we were trying to find another one, but I guess everybody's moving right now. There weren't hardly any to
I've
find.
heard that. Everybody's moving to Tyler.
And I found one, but it was a 10x12 for like $140. And I said, what in the world? Why is it so expensive? And she goes, because it's the last one, and they raised the price when it's supply and demand. I was like, man, that's messed up.
No, it's supply and demand.
Well, anyways, we just wanted to give you an update of how stressful it has been. And it was
God redeemed.
One of those things, like, I haven't cried in a long time. I mean, years, but I was shedding some tears for this one. It was very stressful. And my youngest son said, Mom, that's the worst I've ever seen you. So apparently I wasn't handling myself very well either. But it's okay now. And God's good. He was with us. And even through the hard stuff, He was with us. And, just is what it is.